Hey Freaks and Geeks, this is Paul Acevedo of Windows Central coming at you from PAX South in San Antonio, Texas.
Hi, this is Alex. I'm the CEO of Parable, the makers of KONA.
So what is KONA?
KONA, in fact, this is more KONA Day 1, is a game that is divided in 4 acts. The first act we have today is about Carl Faubert, which is a private detective who explores the north, searching for clues because some people seem to have been trapped in their weird blue ice. So KONA is a mystery open-world game.
The entire game takes place in a snow-covered region?
Yes, it takes place in the 1970s northern Canada. It's northern of Quebec, in fact, so you'll find a lot of French stuff around this world.
So how far is this region from where your studio is based?
It's about 7-hour drive northern of where I live.
Tell me a little bit about the gameplay.
The gameplay is a mix of many things. What we believe in is that gamers who already played video games don't have to worry about how do I drive this pickup truck, how do they adapt. So we have driving, we have exploration mechanics, we have adventure game mechanics, we have survival mechanics, but all blended to support the strong narrative of the game. So basically we will call it an adventure game because it makes sense, it includes and wraps a lot of things.
So tell me a little bit about the survival mechanics.
The survival mechanics are things that we use to make sure the player stays in safe areas. So if you go out of an house, for instance, and you decide to run blindlessly into the woods, you will freeze to death. So basically you have to stay at places where it's warm, or you get a proper coat or anything. In some ways you can find upgrades to make sure that you can run longer in the woods. But the whole point is making sure you have a little bit of pressure to stay in the right roads and houses and the place where the story takes place.
So I can see there's a lot of exploration and a little bit of puzzle solving maybe?
Yes, there's in fact some puzzles that are kind of tough, like in the more traditional adventure games where you have to find which objects goes with which objects you have to combine to unlock new things. So basically there are several puzzles across this world, but it's mostly exploration to go from houses to discover more about the story.
What about combat?
There are encounters with wolves to start with, and something more later on in the episode. I won't spoil anything, but there are some encounters. But it's an important thing that you can deal with them many ways. You can throw food, you can shoot in midair to just scare them away. You can just be in the pickup truck and you'll be safe inside. The goal is not to make sure, it's not to have it a tough game. It's to have a game that feels realistic and a game that feels like you're diving in and then you're immersed in this world.
So this is part 1 of a series?
Yes, it's part 1. You play as Carl Faubert, the private detective, and part 2 you play as a Native American woman. She sees the story as a different perspective. So each episode, we call them acts, are 3 to 4 hours and are self-contained. So you play episode 1 and you finish it, then you're good to go. You'll wait a year to play the other one, but it's like Mass Effect games or anything. It's not an episodic game. It's really big acts.
Have you already started working on the next episodes?
No, right now we're really busy making sure this first game is rock solid. So all the team, I'm alone here because the team is all in the studios, hard working on making sure we deliver a quality game. It's our first game, so.
Well, it's very intriguing so far. What platforms do you plan to bring it to?
Right now I can confirm it's a PC, Mac, Linux, and Xbox One, and we obviously want to support PS4. We just need to sign some papers.
Excellent. And when do you expect it will be finished?
It will be finished by the end of February. It might go a little bit into March if we decide to put more quality in it. And the console version will be 2 to 3 months later.
Cool, we're looking forward to playing it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, read our full preview at windowscentral.com. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. And remember, don't hate, appreciate.